making plans for Nigel. We only want what's best for him.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Tiger Tropics. Today's the update. Now it's been exactly a month now since well, maybe not exactly a month, but it's been a month since I set up the marine tank. I want to show you what I've done, what I've changed, and how it's progressed. So here we go. Right, so for those who saw the previous video, as you can see, there's quite a bit of growth that's happened in the month. It's not without its problems, because I suffered really bad cyanobacteria outbreaks. You can just see the last remnants of it. I'm now still going through the ugly stage, i.e. hair algae now. So that's one thing that I'm dealing with. New coral that I've got in here is the devil's thing, which is doing really well. When I bought it, it was sagging, really weren't doing well at all. These I actually thought I lost at one point. Super greens, I think they're called. And my Kenya tree has sprouted out another, which is fantastic. The mushrooms, not so well. They do really well from the tank that I got them from. The trumpets are doing quite well. I've had quite a bit of growth out of them. Not massively, but I have. These have done really, really well as well. As you can see, I've got a little clownfish there. I'll be honest with you, I've lost a few fish in this system. And I think it's down to these little buggers here. Right, I was warned that they get a little bit stupid, and I thought I could deal with the aggression. And no, I couldn't. The zinnias, I think just slowly they're getting there. Because I had very high phosphate levels, low nitrate levels, and yeah, so plus the whole thing of the outbreak as well of go on, brain work, cyanobacteria. Basically, yeah, that kind of messed everything up. The rusters, the zoas, the rusters are doing okay, but definitely could be better. I am suspecting that once all water levels and everything go more to where they should be, and then, yeah, it'll be better. I think it'll be better. I've also, to counter the phosphates, I've installed this phosphate reactor here to deal with the higher phosphates. In fact, it's done a little bit too well. And my last test showed 0 phosphates, which is bad because I had 0 nitrates as well. But apparently that is due to all the water changes I was also doing. Other things that, if you notice, there's no hang-on back filter here. Even though I cut a big section out for it, I actually, what I've done, because it was hitting the front of the glass, it was creating bubbles, and that was irritating me. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to go down the route of getting a canister filter, which is what I've done. I got the old 306 on. I'm actually contemplating on maybe taking the rail phos and putting it into the canister filter and just be done with it, just to neaten it up. But as a whole, I think I've been very, very, very lucky, considering it's a month-old tank. And I would say that doing stuff like having old rock has its benefits and has its drawbacks as well. I mean, and on top of that, I've had old bio as well. So the whole thing of the ammonia and nitrites are dealt with because of all the bio that's already in here. But it also comes with pests and bacteria and other stuff. So to me, I'd rather deal with the problems, because otherwise you're going to be waiting a long time for your tank to cycle for you to get anywhere near this point, you know. So yeah. So this is where we're at. This is where we're at the moment. It's looking pretty good. So the next upgrades I'll be doing, my next phosphate test that I do, we're going to see a nitrate test I'm going to do. I'm going to see where we're at, and I'm contemplating on just putting the rower in here. I've got a whole compartment that I can put rower phos in there, and hopefully that might do the job. I like the what's the name? The flow that I'm getting out of the 306, and I tell you what, it's I think a very good bit of advice. If you've got an old filter from something, get yourself what's called a head repair set, which is what I've done, because it wouldn't work for nothing until I'd done that. And all it is it's a seal, an impeller, and the cover for the impeller, and it's working amazingly. It's like a brand new filter now. No leaks, pumps brilliantly, primes brilliantly, and literally inside the filter I've got no sponges at all. Just on the very top level, just before the water exits out the filter, I've got a bit of filter floss. And that filter floss, until today, was in there for about a week. And yeah, I was fine. My phosphate levels were fine. So that's yet to be seen now on the next one. So the next stage of this tank now is, I think, forgive the rubbish, but I think I'm going to move the tank here, right? And I'm going to get rid of the tank itself. I put deposit on a very shallow tank, the right length of the cabinet. So the idea is it's going to be a lot lower, and things like the light is going to be a lot more sufficient for the coral. I mean, to be honest, the light is just about adequate, and this is the reason why the fluval lights, I think, are not. They're not on a lot of the reefing pages, because people don't rate them because they just don't have the part. Here I'm doing a softy tank. When I do LPS, it might be a bit of a problem, but for softy, they're very low light coral. But I want to add LPS as well, so we're going to need a bit more punch. So having a tank at half the depth is going to mean that these lights are sufficient. And this is the Aquil. What I've done is for the 4-foot T5 LEDs. So I swapped both of those for one of these, which is the anthracite LED. I think that's how it's said. LED blue. And I'll tell you what, it shows up. It shows up the coral and everything really, really well. So yeah, this is where we're at so far, and hopefully next week I'll get the tank and start on the tank, and I'll move it all over, and that's gonna look amazing once it's done. So yeah, hope you guys like it. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to leave you with final shot of it, and then I'll be updating you on this tank and show you how things are going. So yeah. Okay, just leave you with this final shot of the tank. Just need to get a filter now for the camera. Got another camera. I've got a new phone. Hopefully I'll be getting as well. Better lens, better quality, and yeah, I'll be changing the tank around a little bit, and I'll be updating you on how everything is. So like and subscribe, guys. Share the channel for us. Add comments, and yeah, I'll keep the content going. please share it. Please comment, as the algorithm picks it up as a channel which has got good traffic. And yeah, please help to blow up the channel. And see you next time. See you later.